So no, I don't. I feel like I want to ask this question, but I don't. Like, the only thing you really like about Canada is the cold. So I don't know that you have any regrets moving to Canada. Me neither. No, I don't.
No, but I think that in and of itself is a message. I think that could be valuable. Though I think we've been reiterating how good Canada is and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, yeah. We're not. We're just taking a break, right? Because we can. Okay?
Because we can.
Because we can. We can move.
Absolutely. But no regrets.
No regrets. And life is fluid. Like, you can make changes. You can go there. You can be there for a little bit. You can be here, and that's the benefit even of having a Canadian passport. I was contemplating, like, where do I conquer next? Australia.
Nice. Here over there is very nice.
Yeah. I think though, we have had pretty happy stories with happy endings, not necessarily an end, but it went well for us. Yes. We had good experiences. But it's not everybody doesn't have the same experience, of course, and I think a lot of people come to Canada with unrealistic expectations, like we said before about the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow kind of a thing. You, outside of your YouTube being for immigration and stuff, you talk a lot about like financial literacy and preparing, and we spoke about you need that money for the downtime and whatever, emergency savings and stuff like that. I think Caribbean island people, correct me if I'm wrong, people in the comments, I don't know, like, I don't think we think a lot about emergency savings and financial or wealth accumulation, let's say. Yeah. It's like a lot of it is like hand to mouth kind of a thing. Yeah. What kind of advice or what would you say to anybody who's coming there? What kind of expectations can they have, or what kind of false expectation myths can you bust? And like, as a financial advisor to some extent, emergency savings, financial planning, goal planning, what can you say to both a newcomer, somebody who just come, somebody who looking to come, and people who like us have been there for a little while and still not yet on the train of where they want to be financially? That's a loaded question, and I will try and dissect it as best as possible and give my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor or planner or anything like that. If you want advice, definitely seek out a professional, but I will definitely give my opinion on the matter, having, some finance background and stuff. So first thing, the myth buster, which you said, there's no goal pot at the end of the road or the rainbow or whatever it may be. There is the potential of struggle to be faced when thinking about immigration. And one thing I would say though, and I did mention it before, is that as long as you remain resilient and keep at it, the struggle will diminish. So hold the fort, stay focused, and just don't allow the struggle to deter you. Just take it for what it is and roll with the punches and get through it. From a financial perspective, planning and being prepared, particularly financially, can be a huge benefit to how easy your transition process is. So definitely, where possible, get that emergency fund up, get that create a designated immigration fund, get that immigration fund up where, if it's something that you're planning toward, get some funds in the bank to help support you as you go through this bit of uncertainty and transition. That is always important. To that end, as we know, it's not as easy as just say, hey, man, save some more money. If money not there in the first place to save to that extent, then how are you going to do it? So the advice there is that every nickel counts. So I think a lot of the times we want to, I'm not going to start saving till I can find $1,000 and put down $1,000, or I can find $2,000 and put down a $2,000. Don't think about that, because you're going to always be faced with the uncertainty of getting to that $1,000 and $2,000 in the first place, right? So
first of all, the biggest thing for me is put away something on every paycheck possible. Pay yourself first. Whatever income stream you have, pay yourself first.
Like it's automatic.
10%, yeah, man, automatic right away. Whether it's a 10%, 20%, 5%, $5, $10, just put it away. Don't think about it. Just get it out there, and over time that will build. So that's the big thing. As best as possible, try to diversify your income streams. So right now, there's a time in this world, the electronic age, which is opening so many economic possibilities for so many people. And it daunting because the internet is this big world that it's hard to navigate, but there's so many income possibilities out there for many people. You know, tap into the things that you truly love and engage on that level. You know, if you like cleaning shoes, for example, say you like shining your shoes, just as an example, start a YouTube channel on it to speak about things. I never find that little niche may connect with other people in the world that love to do the same thing, and you know, you can eventually move towards monetizing that. You know, there's remote work opportunities all over where, you know, with barriers being broken right now, you can work from anywhere in the world, really, you know, as long as you have an internet connection, you can do your thing, you know what I mean? So definitely explore different income streams, tap into your passion as well. I think that's where it will really come from. You know, if it is that you're in a 9-to-5 and you love it, great. You know, if it is that you're in a 9-to-5 but also passionate about something else, explore that passion, you know. You know, Kristina is passionate about helping person. She's passionate about her immigration journey. She started her immigration channel and exploring her thing. Likewise me, you know. I am passionate, you know, right now I love filmmaking. So, you know, generally, you know, I like that whole vibe, you know. So I'm doing a lot of things in that regard, and you know, with music and all types of different things I'm exploring, and I'm using this time to really connect with my own passions and things that I love to do. You know, am I passionate about banking and anti-money laundering? Maybe not so much, right? You know, I'm good at it, and I leverage it, and I enjoy it, and make the best of the experience, and do it to my 150%, and will continue to do that. You know, for the foreseeable future until, you know, if things change, you know, God's willing or God's not willing, we'll see. But at the same time, exploring my passions and definitely having that on the table as well. So, yeah, man, income streams, save every nickel as best as possible, and just be super prepared, whether you're transitioning to Canada, or you're in Canada, or you're in Africa, or you're in Jamaica, or you're in Europe, or you're anywhere in the world, you know, because it's a big problem, I think, globally. You know, finances, as you know, you have 1% of the people owning and richer than everybody else, right? So it's a big global problem. You know, wealth creation should be something at the top of everybody's mind for yourself, your family. You know, you have little ones coming, you want to set them up as best as you can. Just work towards it. You know, and I know it's rough, I know it's tough, but every little nickel counts. So put where the nickel, and then try to figure out how you can make that nickel work to make a next. And grow, exactly. You know, so that's definitely it in a nutshell from me in that regard.
Yeah, perfectly. Well, very, very, very well said. And like, I mean, yeah, it's not just applicable to immigrants. Like you said, everybody needs to be conscious of emergency. If there's a pandemic, don't teach anybody to be financially prepared for the unexpected. I hope that coming out of it, people will be more prepared, more conscious of the fact that nothing is guaranteed. There is no such thing as job security. No such thing as job security. And especially for our community, you know, think about wealth creation and generational wealth and passing it on and just growing. One thing I guess I would see in terms of, because I see a lot of immigrants, you know, they want to do their express entry thing. Because you have a job, you don't really have to show proof of funds, but I recommend showing some money. Just let them know that you're not living on the edge, you know. But I don't have any savings. I'm just like, I don't know at what stage everybody's at. Like as a student, you can get a bank account that has no fees. After you finish being a student, your bank account has fees, and there's a minimum that you can keep in the bank account to waive the fees. So if it is any incentive to save the money, stop. Give away the money to the bank.
True word.
$10 amount. It don't matter, right? That $10 could be your lunch money, right? So if it's an incentive, if the minimum balance is $1,000, the minimum balance is $2,000, go and save up in the account and make that minimum balance be your zero.
Right there.
Make it be a zero. And if you have to use it as an emergency, then you go on and you pay $10 for the emergency because you have to pay the bank next month for the money. Right? But just like think of creative ways to force yourself to have some money that you don't have it, but forget it, you have it. Put it away. This is your bank account, your $2,000 to not pay the bank is your zero. I don't like paying the bank no money, but nothing.
Kristina, you know that is quote worthy. Make that your zero. I love that one. That was our vibes. Yeah, make that minimum balance or whatever minimum saving level your zero. That was I love that one. Love that one. Yeah, man. Quote Kristina right there, so.
Yeah, man. So I think about investing and all. I feel like the whole time I was there, like I wasn't like somebody only reached out to me recently about investing and all that stuff, and like I feel like it's not necessarily something that's on top of our, because we don't like risk. We don't like risk. We're not risk tolerant. We have no risk capacity, nothing. And there is some sort of risk that you have to somewhat be okay with in order to achieve the kind of growth that you want to be. So it's like even just that financial literacy and knowledge about investing and
absolutely.
Yeah. So we definitely need that in our community.
Yeah, as well as more, I don't mean to cut it, but more collaboration, more though you're not on a journey alone, I think as I say, our community is very self sometimes, and I think we need to embrace each other more and leverage each other's skills and knowledge to uplift one another. So definitely.
Definitely. I agree 100%, because if you're doing something over there that's making you money, if somebody else, if there's enough space in the world, there's enough people in the world for you to go around, for you to share,
Absolutely.
Definitely do that. And I forget what I was going to say. But good idea.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right. One sentence. I don't even know how I'm going to sum something one sentence.
I'm not a man of one sentence, since I'm a love chat.
Well, no, you have one sentence.
All right, one sentence.
All right, you're not going to pass a test. Cool. One sentence. If you could give one single piece of advice, right? So people who are looking to come to Canada, newcomers to Canada. Oh, this might be too broad. And people who are there for like us, like for the more time that we've been there. Yes. Especially since you've gone, you've experienced, you came, you saw, you conquered, you left. Yes. One sentence. What would you tell these people?
All right, that one sentence is in making the transition.
Not a run-on sentence, just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. Right now, running.
No, it's all right. It can be more than one sentence. As long as just give your advice here.
A joke, but yeah, man, definitely in transition, in being there, do the due diligence, do the research, any gaps in that regard, get professional help, and prepare for your transition. At the same time, networking and hitting the ground running. Oh. That is my advice.
Your one sentence with a semicolon.
There we go. But definitely research, prepare, get help, and just be resilient and just hit the ground running and network. Those are the thematic takeaways. Those principles definitely helped me, and I know it will help you. Just attack it like that. All right, Kristina, your one sentence, and I want one sentence. No semicolons.
I don't think we need anything else. I think you said it all. I echo your sentiments. Full stop. No, but in order to so as to not repeat everything that you said, 100%. I think one thing that our community. Oh wait, one sentence. Sorry. All right, ready again. Networking is very important. We as a Caribbean people, I think, are to ourselves. Build a community. You need support. Children, when you have children, when you're by yourself, but even more so when you have children. Network and look out for each other.
Right, that's so. And overarching that, which I know, and I'll just throw it out there, trusting God.
Trust.
And go through.
Yeah, man.
Trusting God and go through.
Man. Yeah,
Nah failure.
Never.
Right,
yeah. I don't even know if mine was a sentence. Shoot. I don't even know if I said everything I wanted to
advice.
say. Yeah.
It was good advice. And if you have anything else, let's get it out there.
Yeah, man, without repeating what you said, but yeah, right. I think that the one thing that I learned and I didn't have, especially once I moved away from my aunt's house, is that I didn't have a community. I didn't have support necessarily. I had a hypothetical, not a hypothetical mission. You had a virtual community where you know that you have somebody that takes away, but it's different. It's different from having people around you to comfort you or to advise you or to have coffee with you or something like that. And I found that through church.
Nice.
I found that through church.
Nice.
And I found an invaluable set of people that have really helped me for long. But when I was there for the first 2 years, it was just me.
Yeah.
It was just me.
Yeah.
And I never asked for nobody for nothing. Like I lived in this lady's basement. She drove a car. I take the bus, I go to the supermarket. But the bus missed me. Okay, I have to wait the next hour. I'm at the supermarket long, I never asked for nothing. Should I have done that? I'm a woman, I'm, different things, I'm just like, I'm not asking any favors because I don't want to owe nobody nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I could have done a better job at searching for the right kind of community for support and even advice and stuff like that. And take advantage of what Canada has to offer.
Nice.
Take advantage of it, the health, the things surrounding mental health, things surrounding the children, the supports, the government aids, all that stuff. Take advantage of what Canada has to offer. It does have a lot to offer. So yeah.
Boom. Nice.
Yes. I think that's a wrap.